I think chronic disease is kind of it's being caused by chronic malnourishment over time. And then we can't heal from all the injuries that we get, and we get sick and stay sick. So if you want optimal immune system, you want to feed yourself well. So my green smoothies are a great way to go.
How can we boost our immune system? I know there's a relation between inflammation in our body and low immunity, but how can we increase our immune system, have a better immune system?
Yeah, that's really the basics of my protocol. So, my specialty is in the nutrition necessary to optimize cellular repair, so how cells can fix themselves, and immune function. So we have different branches of our immune system. We have the inflammatory immune system that responds to viruses. It's what's activated when you get your vaccine or get a fever. That's all the inflammatory immune system. It's also what's overrun when you have autoimmune disease. Then you have the anti-inflammatory immune system that's supposed to bring you back to normal, bring you back to health, right? So most people don't really have an active anti-inflammatory immune system, and it's one of the causes for chronic disease. It's also one of the causes of the problems that we're seeing with COVID. I think the people who are getting really sick with COVID or having long haul COVID are people who are already getting sick. They just didn't know it yet. They didn't have the nutritional reserves to be able to withstand this horrible virus and recover from it fully. And I know this because in my rapid recovery group, we've had many people now come with long haul COVID, and most of their symptoms are gone within 3 weeks. Energy's back, smell is back. They came back alive. Why? We nourished them back to normal again. So I think chronic disease is kind of it's being caused by chronic malnourishment over time. And then we can't heal from all the injuries that we get, and we get sick and stay sick. So if you want optimal immune system, you want to feed yourself well. So my green smoothies are a great way to go. And if you're watching and you click on my profile, I have a link that has free instructions on how to build them and recipes and things like that. I always give all that away. So adding the smoothies, avoiding animal products. There was a really good article in the British Medical Journal where doctors from Columbia tracked how first responders, early in the pandemic, before vaccines, how first responders, doctors and nurses did with COVID compared to what they ate. And they found that people who were plant-based or vegan had 73% less moderate to severe COVID than everybody else. But then when they added just a little bit of that protein, when they added just fish, it went from 73% to 59%. So even though they're both eating plants, not dairy, just adding fish, boom, your immunity went down. And then they looked at people who were high protein, low carb. So all the people who thought they were fit because they're eating, lots of meat and no carbs, those folks had almost 50% higher rates of moderate to severe COVID. And so what they said in the article is they think it's because of nutrients, because there's no nutrients in meat. And the more plants people eat, the more nutrients they're getting. But the other part that they didn't really mention was the detrimental effect of higher and higher levels of animal protein in your diet. So if you want optimal immunity for disease reversal or for preventing infection or recovering from infection, you're going to want to have a plant-based diet. And if you want optimal, you want a high nourishing, high raw plant-based diet. And that'll keep you as healthy as possible now and through the future.